Okay, greetings, welcome to my Sunday evening live stream. Managed to make it most weeks, and fortunate to say this week, able to do it exactly 10 p.m. as usual. This is pretty good for me starting on time. I'll start by saying a warm hello to Mudlark Digging Up the Thames, Sunstar Thunder Lightning, NR, Susan Byrne, for taking the time to for joining us tonight and taking the time to say hello in the live chat. If anyone else wants to, it's always appreciated. I always like to know who's tuning in, of course. If you've got any suggestions, any news stories that you might have come across, then by all means let us know. I've come across a couple tonight over the last couple of days, and it prompted me to call this live stream The Land of Lies. I'm sort of running out of ideas for names, actually. I was for a little while planning on just calling all the live streams Chronicles of the Unconvinced, and then I thought, no, I put another, that ended up being the name of my second channel. Or the other name I was going to give it was Government Approved, what was it? Yeah, Government Approved Thoughts or something, I can't remember now. Let's see. Right, I'm just going to check my audio's playing back all right. Any feedback on, dead air, for example, if I forgot to unmute my microphone, or blank screens when I'm talking about something. Yeah, if you want to let me know in the live chat, that is always appreciated. Phil Wright, great to see you in the live chat. Thanks for joining us this evening. Talking about the wildlife with Mudlark in the comments. We did play in with a new compilation I put together, and it's going to be used in case of any interruption, which I got to say, slight chance we might get interrupted this evening. I might have to leave the stream for like 20 minutes or so, hopefully not, but I can't rule it out. So in case of that, I've got a new basically hour and a half worth of edited segments of these live streams that we've done over the last couple of years. Look out for that. Right, let me just say, also before we start, let me check, 1 second. Yeah, okay, also if I ever leave the music on, this cattle audio, and it irritates or it's drowning me out, by all means let me know in the live chat also, please. That would be great. Let me see. Talking about wildlife, of course, mentioning deer, foxes, I see the occasional badger out there, hedgehogs as well. We've also had we get in our garden, but without doubt cats absolutely outnumber any other sort of animal in my particular street. I'm not sure what it's like where you live. There's a couple of dogs, but nothing like the number of cats. And of course, being a cat lover, I can't help but feed them. Right, bear with me, I just want to line up the live chat actually. It looks like the bottom of the message is being cut off. Let's see what we can do about that. Hang on. Nothing. Right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, that will. Yeah, I'm not sure. Live chat will just have to stay like that. Right, let me just have a quick look at the live chat, and then we'll be looking at one of the first stories of this evening that I've got to cover. Probably I should be done. Yeah, we'll at least be going for an hour. If we're still going in an hour, then I'll be having an intermission, and we'll see where we go after that. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone in the chat. And Sunstar's mentioned one of the lovely cats we used to have come to us, which was featured in the video we watched in the pre-show. Charlie, in fact, we'll do catch up. Actually, before we start, of course, I'm going to thank my Patreon supporter, Linda Mack. Thanks for your continued support. I'm going to put a QR code up where anyone else that might want to see, check me out on Patreon can find me. Also in the description. And also, yeah, I invite anyone that wants to. If you want to thumb this video up, that is appreciated, as well as the usual bits and pieces. Putting it on social media is also, yeah. You won't get any complaints from me from doing that. Right, why has the live chat gone weird? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the title, as I say, Land of Lies. It's a couple of stories I've seen mentioned so far. Sharon Osbourne, I just saw this. She's obviously featured in tonight's thumbnail. And a story I heard come out that she claimed. I mean, by the way, before we start, in fact, I'm going to share my screen. Have you ever seen a square jaw? Well, sorry, a jaw quite as square as this? This woman has apparently come out and said, well, no, she's made reference to Kanye the Puppet West. I won't for a second believe anything Kanye West has to say on anything. Yeah, I would believe it's part of their script, you know. I don't think. Let's see. But apparently they've made, again, a video I've made in the past was this one. No footballer gets BLM kneel salute correct. And yeah, it's apparently Kanye has suggested that Black Lives Matter, which really came up after George Floyd. He's claiming it's a scam. If you're not familiar with Floyd, well, basically, following the death of a civilian, happened to be black, went down really well with their racial division tactics that they're trying to use, make us believe that we all dislike each other. Anyway, Kanye's calling it out as a scam. Yeah, this particular video just looks at the very angle of the policeman. I can't even think of the policeman's name now. Something like fascist, or what was it? Not fascist, misogynist. I can't remember his name. Chauvist, that was it. Yeah, just how his leg is in a position where no natural human being would ever have their foot in that sort of position. And yeah, that's demonstrated by the footballers always getting it wrong. So yeah, I wanted to look at that story to see what Sharon actually said, because I haven't actually looked at it other than seeing that she wants her money back. Sharon Osbourne saying she wants 800k Black Lives Matter donation refunded after West calls it a scam. See, of course, it is a scam, obviously. Yeah, very set up only due to just to be a solution to mainstream's made-up problem. Not saying, actually, to be fair, I'm not saying racism isn't legitimate, but what we see reported on football matches where players look directly at someone in a crowd of 30,000 and instantly identifies people making particular noises at him, or yeah, it's crazy. Right. So what's Sharon saying? She is in agreement with Kanye West's highly controversial opinion that Black Lives Matter is a scam, so she agrees. After receiving strong criticism for donning a White Lives Matter shirt, his recent Yeezy fashion show The rapper defended his actions in an Instagram story. Everyone knows Black Rose was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome. Okay. Several fellow celebrities, including Jaden, Joey, all these other people, have condemned his beliefs. Osborne appeared to stand in support of West's claim. It is... Yeah, it's every single footballer that bends his knee at the start of a football match is pretty much going along with this, by the way. So you can understand... Yeah, I would say that is an example of them, putting the truth out there, really. But obviously taking control of it. They control the... if ever it comes out, for example, that, let's say, Jake Quickenden, for example, him and many other celebrities, who's the other one? The UFC fighter, Conor McGregor, if it was ever suggested that the photos shared of their children were CGI, photoshopped, then it wouldn't be because I've said it. It would be because someone like Kanye West has come out and said it, or, well, I don't think, well, who knows, Kanye West may come out and talk about people wearing baby bumps, for example, but that would be the only time the press would cover it, that's for sure. So yeah, that was it. Apparently, Osborne and Kanye are coming out. Don't buy that spit for a second. Mudlight says, yeah, if you put your foot in that position, pressure won't be applied from the knee. No, it's sort of balanced out. It's all in the foot, the springiness of the foot once you're... it's theatrical. Another place we saw that particular foot is in another video I made. What was it called? Oh, okay. It was the one about police interceptors. Let's see. Police interceptors. Scripted reality. Again, when we see these kids who fall off a motorbike get arrested, crazy situation in this. Actually, these police they spot a uninsured person on the motorcycle, which is interesting intel to have. I mean, how do you know if a person riding a motorcycle has insurance? They're not. The person riding the bike could well be insured, but this story, I suggested it was scripted reality. Yeah, they bomb round this corner. Hopefully the playback works all right, and they skid off. And I'm suggesting, it's a controlled set. Here we go. Happen to know where these kids were coming from, just in time to block them off, and they end up coming off the bike. Obviously a big chase ensues for some reason. In that situation, if you were the police officer, wouldn't your first responsibility to make sure that they're okay? You don't start kicking the crap out of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then they take the guy's helmet off, and look how he kneels on his head. And this is actually some crazy spray that he's getting out. It's not what it looks like. It's ketchup. It's red spray bottle. Here we go. The knee's about to come in, and he's doing it. And so weak is that hold. It looks pretty nasty and pretty rough, but so weak is it that he can slip his head out at a moment's notice. And I'm not surprised when his very strange position. Anyway, that's so Sharon Osbourne agrees with us. I'd be well, I don't know if you agree. You may say. Another thing about this, actually, if you ever watch that footage, what it reminds me of is watching a scene from like Grand Theft Auto. I don't know if you ever played that game. Yeah, pretty horrible image, of course. But it looks to me just like that, actually. Just like, who knows? I didn't buy any of that one. Modlark's mentioning the women's football match this week had a banner held for abused footballers, 2 minutes silence for people who died in Indonesia, and kneeling. Wow. Oh, so did they combine it all into one 2 minute silence, or did they have one for each event? Abused footballers, okay. Yeah. These don't look... No, you're right, Mudlight. These people do not look like the sort of police officers you do see in real life. He's certainly got a new... Isn't his uniform brown? I thought... Never seen a police officer wear a brown shirt, but maybe they have to when they're tackling uninsured motorcyclists. This is all this kid is, an uninsured motorcyclist, and he's using every hold in the book on him. Yeah, those programs are complete BS in my book. Right, another story I came across. Yeah, this is something, you know, you're hoping will one day go away, and if these stories is to be believed, which they aren't on my book, but they're telling us apparently elderly people are now refusing to take any more of this stuff, or not refusing, they're just not booking them, which you have to respect that decision, but not according to... Again, interesting how all these news outlets all decided to cover this story. A product not being used is supposedly so newsworthy that The Mirror, Country Live, News Yahoo, The Express, anyone else, MX News, News Noledia.com, whoever they are, Flipboard, Daily Mail, BBC, all of them, every single news outlet covered this story, that a group of people don't want to use a particular product. Wow, isn't that massive news? MSN, Common Law Assent, Partner Pals, Twitter, all of them. Apparently it's a crisis. Elderly people aren't allowing them to get stuck. Perhaps they're starting to meet too many people that are collapsing in the street and coming down with absolutely horrific health conditions, and they think, do you know what, I'm gonna trust in my own immune system. I may be elderly, but I do believe my body still has the ability to look after me, as it were, and I'm not going to use the pharmaceutical industry, thank you ever so much. But apparently that's a crisis. Not requiring the NHS is a crisis, apparently. Well, it is when lots of wealthy businessmen are losing out on income because of it. Perhaps it does become newsworthy, but I wonder... Right, I'm not going to look too closely at this, because disagreeing with this sort of story will at the very least get a warning sticker put at the bottom of the video, or they'll just most likely say misinformation. So yeah, I'm absolutely 100% not giving any information on or advice on what people should and shouldn't do for themselves. Just pointing out the ridiculous narrative of the idea elderly people not wanting to use their product. This is worthy of every single outlet in the country covering it and making a big deal about it, and we'll all listen to some medical professional give their opinion. give their vested opinion in which they stand to make, all adverts, as I've said, mainstream press, basically just a big advert in one way or another. Speaking about that, actually, all these stories about people having, footballers, for example, if I put Chippenham FC, this is a tiny club, but apparently when one of their footballers collapsed on the pitch, let's see, if I put Hearts, I know they've done a campaign now that every football club should find the money to install defibrillators, and they make the point that, of course, it's ridiculously expensive. Where is it? Chippenham FC defib. I couldn't spell defibrillator if I tried. Okay, I can't actually find the story on it at the moment, but there certainly was one. Right, I'll just have a look at the live chat. Maria, great to see you in there. Thanks for joining us. David, hello. Always good to see you. Just Phil. Oh, Maria nearly forgot to tune in. Never mind, Maria. I do understand. Listening to me drone on for 2 hours might not be the height of everyone's idea of entertainment, but I do appreciate that you consider it to be. So thank you very much. Right, let's see. Right, big crisis. NHS isn't getting their way, as it were. Talking about people on buses now. I'm starting to see it more, and they're all really kind of heavy-duty face coverings as well. Unfortunately, I've had to visit a hospital in the last week, and visit a family member who's in there. And of course, they've got signs up saying face masks must be worn from this point on. Do you think I put one on? I feel bad because I've only been up once actually. This is on Friday. They went in actually before Friday, but it's crazy. They'll put restrictions in saying, oh, we can only have this many people in certain places, I'm not going to get onto that subject, but I know apparently ambulances were supposedly queuing up outside A&E. Who knows? Perhaps they've spread all the beds out, made them really wide and stuff. I agree. I'm starting to see more people wearing those masks actually. Hang on, let me just check that things are running smooth. I see I've had cattle audio running throughout that. My apologies. That was the sort of thing. I don't know if it's distracting. I hope you can hear it all right. That was the thing I asked for feedback on. Right, I haven't done catch up yet, so of course I'm gonna do that next. Hang on 1 minute. This is, I say this every week, following, I've shown a poorly injured cat, so I feel a responsibility to update you on it. Actually, that particular cat hasn't been around lately. The lovely Mr. White, as I call him, came over looking absolutely terrible one day. I was pleased to say over the weeks he started looking an awful lot better, getting back to his old self. But at the moment, we're not seeing him. It might be because we've got a cat here at the moment who is what you'd call, yeah, she's just had a load of kittens, and she's very aggressive towards some of the other cats we've had visit us, which is, yeah, kind of tragic, but just how it goes, unfortunately. Right, let's get everything working a minute. Yeah, so this is my couple of minutes segment where I look at all the lovely cats that are coming to us at the moment. I hope, if you're not a fan of cats, I hope you don't mind sitting through it, and then we certainly will catch up with the live chat. Okay. Right. Yeah, as I said, I haven't seen the lovely Mr. White. I'll find a picture of him. I'm sure we've got one somewhere. These are all the kittens that have been... Yeah, these things are dominating at the moment. There's the mother. We also haven't seen the lovely Persian here. A Persian chinchilla, they call it. Really beautiful cat. I think that's moved away again, gone back to its home. The owner moves away and takes it with him. They use her as a therapy cat, which I totally understand because she is a beautiful little creature, but I can't imagine she's in the best mood. Well, who knows? Who knows? I'm sure they look after her just as well as we do, or try to, but she certainly likes coming to us. And what do you do when a cat just wants to spend time with you, spend time in your garden? It's really difficult in our, book to push them away. But when the owner takes them, hey, we're certainly not going to tell them, don't take, Yeah, it's their cat, we understand that. Anyway, this is the lovely Mr. White. He lives over the road. We haven't seen him actually in the last week, but I only ever used to really see him at weekends, and it wasn't uncommon for him not to come over for a bit. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing his face at the back door again. This character constantly coming to us. I realised actually he's living in... I don't know if you guys are familiar with coach houses. We've got some on our street, and they've got basically it's a flat with parking underneath, and this cat is living in one of the parking spaces. As far as we know, he looks like a stray, but for as long as he's up there, he's not. We make sure he doesn't go hungry. But I could be surprised and find out he does have a home, but I would be very surprised. The amount of time I've seen him spending in that parking space and outside our house, I would be surprised if he's got a warm home that he could go to at night. But who knows? Yeah, this is the mother cat, Peach, another neighbour cat that came over, only she dropped a load of kittens on us. Right, these are older pictures. Let me get to the up-to-date ones. Yeah, this is Splodge, lovely cat, still coming to us. This is the mother cat that came in and dropped a load of kittens in our spare room. Absolutely beautiful creature, but she is getting aggressive with other cats. Well, she's being all right, actually. To be fair, she's not as bad. This is one of her little kittens. You can totally understand they're wanting to defend them, but they are little nightmares, I can tell you. They're absolute terrors. The amount of times they sort of... anyway, they're absolutely beautiful, though. How can we turn her and her kittens away? But at some point we're going to have to, because they're going to get too much. Anyway, we did introduce one of them, the Tabby, to our Tabby, Tom and Jerry, this is. We made sure that they were comfortable around each other, and slowly, let them meet, just in case they are going to be here a bit more. And he's really good around him, actually. He is, but their mother's sort of gone for him once. Not properly, just waved a paw at him. And I was like, no, you don't. That's Tom, it's his home. No matter how cute your kittens are, you don't go for our cat. But yeah, they are a terror, as I say. Here's a video of one of them crawling up my leg. It's... and at first it was cute. It was like, oh, how sweet, I'm going to video it crawling up my leg. But now, literally... They're not doing it now, I'm surprised, but quite often if I'm stood somewhere doing something, I'll just feel these claws digging into my leg, and next thing they're pulling themselves up. yeah, all part of being a kitten, I guess. They will, of course, grow out of it eventually. But yeah, that's cats for you. Hey, oh, and last thing, we've had, I saw this baby hedgehog. It may not look much like a baby, but when you're close to it, it was no bigger than well, let me think how big it was. 3 or 4 inches long, I'd guess. Like, I was going to say, you could easily had it in the palm of your hands. No bigger than the kittens that we've got staying with us. Okay, that is Cat Chup. If you're not a fan of cats, then yeah, thanks for sitting through it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Right. Just have a look at the live chat. Oh, Maria says she's just got discharged from hospital following emergency surgery. I refused the test, didn't wear a mask, but I was the only one who didn't. Maria, brilliant. That's great. I'm really pleased to hear that. They have to accept, hospitals have to accept there will be people that cannot put on a mask, and you have to enforce that because no one's going to do it for you. They're not going to. I meant notice on these signs, they used to have them at the train station, but when you go into a hospital, I don't see a sign anywhere where it says, please be mindful, some people are exempt or can't, cannot wear a mask. Don't see it at the hospital. It's a real high pressure place where, well, so long as you're prepared to say no, not going to wear it, then eventually they have to accept it, or they can turn you away, of course. But I've so far never been turned away going into a hospital without a mask, I'm pleased to say. I have been turned away from a doctor's surgery, but that wasn't for my, that was when I was working as a support worker and I had to take one of them down. That was the beginning of the end, once you're, well, anyway, whatever. And I refused to put, they had a communal face visor they wanted me to put on, get real. And it was already put together. Now, I wouldn't put one of those filthy things on anyway, but if, I'm certainly not going to put one on that's already been made up. Like the last person's just finished wearing it. Oh, no thank you. Not for me. That will be a flat out no till the end. Right, let's have a look. NR says, can you check out ex-EastEnders actor Ashvin Luximon, apparently died aged 38 due to an aneurysm. Oh, okay. We'll have a look at that. Maria said you hadn't seen a hedgehog in years. Yeah, we've had them coming up to our back garden actually. In our back garden. Back at the beginning of the summer, we used to put dreamies out for them, the cat treats, just to keep them. Yeah, and I believe they're about to go into hibernation now, and we still get one every occasionally. KG, you say the kittens are cute. Yeah, thank you ever so much. They are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Maria, absolutely agree with Susan when she says, glad you're feeling better. Glad, yes, certainly am. Yeah. Hospitals, personally, yeah, the last place I would want to be. But as I said, yeah, I've got a family member that's gone back in, and it's not the first time, because back in 2021, like right in the middle of mask mania where everyone was wearing them constantly, I did have to go into a hospital and visit someone, and I just said I'm exempt, sorry I can't wear one. And for about the 4 times or so that I went in, each time, well, they accepted it each time, and only once did they sort of act like, oh, I don't know if you can come in or not, but I just waited until they just agreed in the end, because I'd been in before. In fact, on one occasion, one of the nurses said, oh, you don't even have to worry about putting the gloves and apron on, which we don't do anymore. Well, I didn't do it this time, which I'm certainly not going to do now. Anyway, yeah, but great to hear that you've got through that, because that's certainly no fun. Yeah, we'll have a look at the EastEnders actor, certainly. Sunstar says, you hope Charlie likes his new home. Yes, as I said, you mentioned Charlie, actually, Sunstar, in the pre-show. It was a really nice black cat that just one day decided he was going to live with us. Turns out he had owners of his own, and they moved away and took him miles away. Well, he's out in the countryside now, which hopefully means he's got a better environment. But we did call one of the little cats, one of the kittens, Charlie, and in memory of him, because they're all similar colours to previous cats we've had, or still have got in some cases. In one, Sunshine saying poor fox. Let me see. What? Right, Mudlight says people are not bothering with injections anymore because they're too busy signalling for the Ukraine now. That's very true. People have indeed moved on. The NHS can't have it all, by the way. The army needs some as well, so we can't completely neglect wars, for example. You can't tell people you can't go out to war, you might catch a cold or might catch a virus or whatever, so we better stay safe at home. Well, that's not very profitable for those that make guns and ammunition and soldier uniforms, so they're certainly going to protect their interests and fund a bullspit story that ties in with them. Right. I'm missing what poor fox is. Okay, we'll have a look at the EastEnders actor then, before we move on. What was his name? Ashvin or something? Ashvin Luximon. Can't say I've heard that name myself, but... Right, just going to check the live chat is working a minute. Oh, sorry, just check the audio's running all right, and it seems to be. Right, Ashvin Luximon. Last video before his death. To be honest, doesn't look familiar to me, I've got to say. Right, I'm not going to play this. Try not to cry. What? By the way, what happened to this person? Let's see. Oh, he had an aneurysm, right? Okay, and this was the last time anyone. Do we need the audio to know what they're saying? Are they giving away any hints here? Hang on, bear with me a minute. Let me check. Let me make sure audio plays for okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember. Yeah, you might have.
Right. Yeah, so this is Ashvin Luximon. Yeah, completely at the recommendation of one of you guys in the chat. So if anyone else got anything to look at, yeah, let's have a look. We'll also look at the press release, because no doubt they would have had one.
Yeah.
I recognise you.
No, how old are you? Just set up.
I'm like 35.
I'm 30. Yeah, you wouldn't remember. Yeah, you might have actually. Yeah.
I used to put it all the time in my mouth.
Did you like it? I would have put down a stupid. No, what a cunt.
I don't know who that is, to be honest. I've never seen this person in my life, I don't believe. Let's have a look. Was he a child actor, was he? 27th of August, right. Appeared in Grange Hill in 97. Got his big break playing the part of Asif Malik in EastEnders. Grew up in Enfield, attended Bowden's Theatre School. Loads of actors have gone from Grange Hill to EastEnders. It is a pretty it is a pretty natural progression. Ash. Okay. Did it make every single news outlet, by the way? ITV, yep, they covered it. Yeah, a massively high-profile death for an actor who... EastEnders star Ashwin Luxemon, who played Asif Malik, dies unexpectedly, aged 38, his family says. Don't remember him, to be honest. Unless they show us an image of him in the soap. Perhaps it was around a time I didn't really watch much soaps. But they're making a very big, the TV star known for playing died last month after suffering an aneurysm. 1999 to 2003, playing a school friend of Martin Fowler, played by James Alexandrou, and getting into trouble. Ash's unexpected passing has hit us all hard, but we want to take time to remember his larger-than-life spirit. A tribute... Oh, here we go. Of course, this is why ITV News are covering it, because there's a fundraiser involved. They probably paid ITV for this bit of advertisement. Fundraising for Leximon's treasured causes has been set up by his family, who dedicated it to the memory of Ash. Okay, say no more. Open link in new tab. Dedicated to the memory. He's got a whole website dedicated to his life. I bet no one ever does that for me. Dedicated to the memory of Ash, loving son, brother and a friend. The site is a tribute to Ash, who passed away on the 23rd, of July 22 due to an aneurysm. His unexpected passing has hit us all hard, but we want to take the time to remember. Yeah, we've heard all this before. This is basically what the ITV News told us. He was loved by so many, sang a mean karaoke tune and had a voice loud enough to hear from space. He brought laughter and the best cuddles. Please use this space to share thoughts, photos and memories. Be respectful. As a family, would like to ask anyone who would have had a floral tribute to instead donate to a chosen charity. Oh, this isn't a fundraiser then. Or is it the NSPCC and Andy's Man Club, a charity aimed at helping men talk? Okay. So it is a website where you can donate. Huh. Good. Nice way to launder a bit of money. Hey. $12.85 so far. Well, who knows? That looks hey, I don't know. By the way, they've got in their symbol, of course, don't they? The 666. I don't think that's accidental. Not for a second. Yeah, thanks for sharing that one, NR. He was in EastEnders, died in July. Thanks, NR. Do you remember him? Perhaps if I saw him in EastEnders, I might remember, but perhaps they're going through that on here. They're making a huge point of that one, so I'm not yeah. We might go shortly to a quick intermission, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what time we'll be going on till tonight. I do have it's about a 6 minute, no, is it 6 minutes? Yeah, between 5 and 6 minute video to play. Which one was it? It was the Derek Draper actor switch, which we'll play on a quick interval. Right, hang on. I'm just gonna. And then I've got another couple of subjects I will look at after this. Again, fake baby bumps. They are huge. Mudlark left a comment mentioning, what was the actor's name? Hilary Swank being pregnant at the age of 48. Well, not just pregnant at the age of 48, pregnant with twins. What a hero this person is. Superhuman, they must be. Well, we'll see. Just wonder if there's any pictures. Well, yeah, we're going to have a look at pictures of Hilary Swank and also some other like blatantly fake, massively popular videos that come up on sites like TikTok. There's a lot of bullcrap going on over there, of course, as there is on YouTube, Twitter, every other massively popular platform. It will be littered with propaganda. Right, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. I think my glass is empty and my mouth starts getting dry, so I do need to fill up my glass before. Yeah, and then we'll come back and look at Hilary Swank, some other fake babies, and if you guys got anything you want us to look at, then please do. Yeah, by the way, looking at, talking about child actors, I would suggest, I don't know, maybe it'd be interesting to see that guy when he was in EastEnders. Let's see, Ashid. NR, do I really think he died? The question would be, do I really think he was ever alive in the first place? So, by the way, KG says not so sure Hillary is female. Absolutely not. Hillary is not female. But we'll get onto that one after the interval. I want to see. Let's see. Ashvin Luxemon. Let's have another look for him. I bet he was. I know. Often the actors in soaps that play boys are very effeminate, basically. I don't know about EastEnders. Well, they've got very clever ways of disguising it, of course. Let's see, why they... Okay, this was the character. Who knows? Very soft face, I will say that. No Adam's apple. Shoulders look very sloping shoulders. Yeah, I'm kind of a bit suspect on that one. Those shoulders certainly look padded out. Oh, I've got... Yes, there's another reason to take an interval is that the cats are about to come in and start wanting me to let them out and stuff. Yeah, the kittens have just come in. Hello, I don't know if you can hear the cat meowing. She's basically demanding my attention, so I will have to take a quick 5-minute break. Hello, Peach. Do you know what? I am quite tempted to put the camera on just so you could see her. She's a beautiful cat, aren't you? As are all her kittens. Oh, okay. I just realised I haven't been sharing my screen, so that was a bit stupid of me. So you never saw these pictures of Ashvin. Alright, let me just open it up again. Right. I hope you can hear the cat purring. She's making a proper racket. Her kittens really squeal as well. I thought she would have realised by now, 10 o'clock on a Sunday, she's not going to get much out of me. But that won't stop her trying. Right, okay, I'll show you this is the images that I came upon for Asif. Very triangular, very soft round face. Probably one of the weird ear brigade as well. Let's have a look. Okay, doesn't look too bad, I guess, on that angle. Here's another EastEnders actor, I believe. Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to make your own mind up on this one, but I'm sure they could get... Is this the same one? Looks completely different. If that's meant to be the same person, I don't know if you can see these two images. Hang on. I'll just open them up a minute. Right, we will want to confirm that they are one and the same. Let's see. This is him when he's younger. This is... Wow, that could be two different people. Assuming that is meant to be the same person. Because under the search, they also had someone who blatantly wasn't Ashvin. This one, look, Ashvin Luximon. Well, that's not Ashvin, so maybe this isn't even either. My goodness, how fake is that head? How out of... Wow, okay. Looks very similar to the actor that... Is that meant to be the one who plays Billy? He is certainly part of the weird air brigade, I can tell you that. Maybe this one, whoever that is, of course, maybe this one just looks a bit more convincing. Yeah, I'm wondering if that isn't him. So Ashvin, well, goodness knows, I don't know. Right, we're going to take a quick intermission and... Oh, sorry, cat. I made the cat jump there. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break and we'll come back and look at Hillary, who, yeah, I've got to say, doesn't look anything like... Oh, my goodness, sorry. Actually, thinking about it, we watched a video, didn't we, of this guy. Has any... Oh. Yeah, Maria, thank you for tipping me off that you couldn't see what I was seeing. My apologies. Yeah, typical live stream blunder. Forgetting to share the screen. Stupid. Sorry. Yeah, Phil Wright agrees. Swank's another bloke, 100%. Okay, we'll have a look at him quickly before we play my intermission, which is the one about Derek Draper and his TVAM presenter wife, not TVAM, whatever they call it now, Good Morning Bullshit or something. Right. Hillary Swank. Yeah, my goodness, come on, get real. Just get real. Right, this person's pregnant with twins. Okay. Bull spit. Right, I'm going to take 5. I'm going to be back. How long is this video? Let me just check for you. They're never more than about, 10 minutes. Is that the right one? Hang on. Derek Draper actor switch. Well, apparently this is an 11-minute video, but maybe I'll be back before 11 minutes, I would have thought. Maybe... Okay, yeah, this is Derek Draper actor switch, which, was uploaded to Chronicles of the Unconvinced, my other YouTube channel. Must have happened when I was suspended on this account. Right. I haven't put our warning across the bottom of the screen yet that any copyright protected material in this video is always used for, in line with fair use copyright laws. Worth mentioning, who knows? I do get hit with a copyright strike whether I say that or not, but hey, worth noting. Right, where's our video to play in with then? Yeah, I appreciate your patience on this one. I'll be about 5 minutes, okay? And I'll maybe at the most 10, 5 to 10. In the meantime, I'll leave you with Derek Draper actor switch. I understand, it's getting late. If anyone's got to leave, you've got to be up in the morning. I totally understand. But we'll be going on probably for another half an hour at least. We'll be going on till 11:30 at least. So let me check I haven't missed anyone in the chat. Maria says, any ideas on the next big P revelation? Is a famous TV personality who is as prolific as Jimmy. Right, okay. Have you got any ideas, Maria? That would be... Oh, your bet's on Del Boy. See, I would be... Yeah, again, that's another... You look at the actor Del Boy. That is a blatant woman. Although, I do know a... Now, what does this prove? Nothing. But I did know someone who lived down the road from... He was looking at property, apparently, the guy who played Del Boy. I can't think of his name now. But I'm certainly not making any allegations. But that actor was going to buy a property just down the road from family, basically in-laws. So who knows what the guy that plays Del Boy really is or isn't. But they do seem to, of course, people have, right, okay, I'm taking 5 before I start. My mouth gets too ridiculously dry. Yeah. Thanks to everyone in the live chat. I really do appreciate you. Well, I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight, particularly those who take the time to say hello. All right, I'm going to have to take 5. I appreciate your patience, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, see you soon.
Ridiculous moment when, Derek was obviously stuck in the coma. It wasn't the 3 to 5 days that we'd hoped. And Darcy did the thing that teenagers do and was on the internet looking up what it was about coma. And she said, Mum, I've just been reading about comas. Sometimes when people come out the comas, they have totally different accents, totally different accents, totally different accents, totally different accents. One woman could speak fluent.
The person he is now, in many ways, is a stranger. Is a stranger. Is a stranger.
He is desperately clinging on.
They say, like, we've heard rumours that he'll get back, like, hopefully before next year, but we really don't know. Hopefully before next year, but we really don't know at all.
He doesn't go unconscious at all. It's the wrong word, but it's like he's not present. He's not present. He's not present with you. And we were playing totally different accents.
Is a stranger.
He's not present.
He'll get back, like, hopefully before next year, but we really don't know at all.
I've got an itch I can't scratch. I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me.
Greetings, this is Chronicles of the Unconvinced. I explained that sequence of videos following my earlier upload, where I question the narrative of Derek Draper and Kate Garraway. I was looking at an interview Kate did on the 5th of the 6th, 2020, about 10 weeks after he'd supposedly gone into hospital with long bull spit. And I kept finding bits where she seemed to be saying, for example, where she seemed to be talking not about a person who was sick, but about a person who wasn't there, almost like they'd switched a familiar person with someone unfamiliar.
And we were playing totally different accents.
Is a stranger.
He's not present.
He'll get back, like, hopefully before next year, but we really don't know at all.
Who knows? Can I say for certain that Kate Garraway and the family aren't a legitimate biological family? No, can't say that. But even the daughter, Darcy, seems to talk about him in a way that he's away at the moment, but he could be back next year. We don't know. Yeah, all very suspicious language. And this entire video, in fact, on the morning of the 5th of June, Kate Garraway broadcast from her garden for a good, well, the first bit was a good 15 minutes, just straight talking about this one news story where Kate gave an emotional update on how her supposed husband was getting along. Now, I could go through that interview with a fine-tooth comb and nitpick every little thing she says. For example, at one point she's saying that he had never been into hospital, which I find hard to believe for anyone in their 50s.
And we sort of helped him downstairs. He's never been to hospital before. Never really get ill, Derek. Never really gets ill.
And then the next thing she's telling us is that he had been for scans on his shoulder and had his treatment cancelled.
So Derek had had a really painful shoulder for a couple of months and had been taking painkillers for that and had scans for that. And just before lockdown came, he was going to have steroid injections. They were cancelled and he was feeling really unwell and in misery with that.
so clearly he had been to hospital. I also find it hard to believe that the Garraways / Drapers don't have private medical care. I don't personally believe they use the NHS like they would have us believe. This story came up in 2020, but they've recently been really giving it a lot of promotion to promote a new series that has come out, Caring for Derek, and I believe it also involves a book deal for Kate where she's also going to write about her experiences. The idea of the mainstream media faking a person's illness or ill health or injury isn't uncommon. The United States did it with Gabby Gifford and her supposed astronaut husband, Mark Kelly, and they presented a person recovering in hospital, and what do you know, they also wrote a book about it. So yeah, a lot of parallels with that one. There are moments in this interview that certainly don't ring true, but the very fact that they did a broadcast on Good Morning Britain from 7:20 all the way through to 7:36 talking about one story, if you are a person who genuinely believed what these liars say, it's like you're sitting in front of an advertisement, propaganda, having the idea that you too could be subjected to this awful illness. It seems to me like trying to brainwash people into accept you're going to get ill. We're all getting ill. Everyone's ill. You're all carriers. No one's safe. Fear it. Be afraid. Live in fear. You need the emergency services. You need the government to help you. It's all rubbish. It's all lies. None of this is remotely true. Not only did Kate Garraway dedicate 15 minutes to this interview in her garden, apparently it's in North London, but I'm struggling to find an area in North London which is as quiet as this where she is. I'm a little suspicious that it's possibly done in front of a green screen. I mean, you don't see any insects. This was a June morning and there's no bugs flying around. You can't hear any airplanes flying overhead. You can't hear any traffic. She must be in a very remote location, which causes me to be suspicious. They do pan off to a vegetable patch, which supposedly the daughter Darcy grew.
The supermarkets are going to run out of food. So I don't know if you can see there's loads of vegetables there. She actually, without even
Okay. If anyone wants to see what happened in the rest of that video, then... Oh, hang on. Let me check my audio's working. Yep, you should be able to hear me. If anyone wants to find out, the conclusion of that video, Derek Draper Actor Switch, then I will certainly put the link in the description of this video. I see Maria asked a question in the live chat. Who will be the next deviant to be exposed? Some are wondering, well, her guess is a particular actor, very well known, who, is massively popular. I bet he's photographed with the Queen, all right? Let's have a look. Anyway, we're of course going to look at Hillary. And we've already looked at this guy, the Asif Malik case. Perhaps something more will come from that one. Yeah, massively suspicious of soap actors. I started a series. I never finished it. I will finish. I will make the rest of the videos soon. Looking at a couple of the soap stars. I did plan to do a whole load of them, but never got. But didn't finish them. Some of these guys are absolutely, they're not the sort of person you generally see in the street. You don't see people with foreheads or ears or who knows what other deformities very often. Susan's mentioned Poncho Pete having exposed another celebrity who it's been suggested about isn't quite as reported, on a completely unrelated. Let's have a look at the channel Poncho Pete then. It's not one I've heard about before. Well, I might have actually. I have also seen. I saw a video years ago about cliff about, but I'm not sure who the channel was. If you've got a link to this person, I'm guessing it's not G2G, is it? Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm guessing it would have to be this one. Oh, hang on. Bear with me 1 second. I've got to wait for the page to load. Right. Where are we? I guess, is this the channel? Hang on, how do we go into videos? Is it possible to search their content? Let me think. Assuming this is the correct one. Punch O with a 0. Oh, thank you for letting me know that I haven't shared the screen. My apologies. Sorry, guys. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't... okay, this is Poncho P. Is this the correct channel? Yeah, it looks like it could be. Tennis editions, interesting. No, I've come across some images like this, some channels like this, or videos, yeah, but I'm not subscribed, so yeah, I'll give him a subscription. Hang on, let me put his channel in the live chat for anyone that wants to check him out also. Which comes at the recommendation of a couple of you guys in the live chat. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, I can't see anything particularly on the person we were talking about. But yeah, I'm sure it looks like they cover a huge amount of celebrities. There's Djokovic, yeah, a very unusual looking character, that's for sure. It's all of them. Looks good. Looks like a good, interesting channel. I will... the Spice Boys, yeah, they've hit the nail on the head with that one. So yeah, thanks ever so much for the suggestion on that one. Bill Gates is not a doctor. Very true. Okay, we're gonna have a look at, as we said, Hilary Swank apparently back in the news. Her twins are due on a very special date. What a coincidence. How special will this date be? What do you think, Mother's Day? Yeah, come on, guys. Right, Hilary Swank, 48, is about to be a new mum. And it turns out that her due date is quite a special one. What a surprise. Who would have seen that coming? It's not like these celebrities always seem to tie in with special dates. Jade Goody, for example, died on Mother's Day. The mother that left behind... that was a relatively old story. That was the first one that I ever said, no, that person is not on the level. That is not the behaviour of a person with cancer, was Jade Goody. But then the press reported her death, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, if they're reporting it, then I suppose she must have died. They wouldn't lie about that. Yeah, they did. Absolutely, they would. It's all a production. A lot of these people, their lives lived out in front of cameras. Am I right in thinking Hilary Swank played a role of a transgender? It was they didn't know if. I can't think even of the name of the films now, but there's more excitement. Yeah, that is ridiculously unlikely. Anyway, when's the due date? There's a more. I might have scrolled past it. Hang on. October the 5th, right. The $1 Million actress revealed that she was pregnant for the first time with twins on Instagram this past Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not surprised it's for the first time. October the 5th. In a series of photos which Swank stitched together for a video, she was seen pointing to a growing baby bump. We got to see it. I've got to see it. And smiling. The caption of her post read, "Coming soon, double feature." Yeah, exactly. It's a film. It's a production. It's coming soon. She also included 2 baby emoji angels. Oh, right. However, there's even more excitement. Of course, there's even more excitement involved with Logan Lucky Star's pregnancy. During an appearance on the Drew Barrymore show, why was that person still going? Swank divulged that her twins are actually due on her late father's birthday. The connection was made when Barrymore said to Swank, "You just announced that your father has passed away 1 year ago, and this is the miracle is happening." It is a miracle, you're absolutely right. To which Swank responded, "Yeah, and they're due on his birthday." Look at those shoulders, they are something else. Is that Drew Barrymore? Okay, it's changed. Obviously, I don't watch any of these programs. I'm not even Good Morning America, Live with Kelly and Ryan. She confirmed that twins are actually running her family. What a surprise. Of course, twins are very common with IVF. So yeah, who knows? I wonder if they'll say that it's very, it's never uncommon to see that these celebrities supposedly are using surrogates or some other situation, or been using IVF treatment. Only a few days before showing, she posted a video to Instagram that compiled. Right, okay, where is it? Hilary Swank. They even shared a link to the Instagram page, which is very uncommon for them. Wow, what a terrible video. Almost, I don't know. I mean, is it that difficult to make a GIF? Or is this person... Who knows? Who knows what goes on? Instagram's a load of crap. It is... Yeah, it's one of those areas where fakery is just constant. Let's see what other pictures she puts up on her channel. Is that meant to be her getting married? Come on, we must see a man in drag here. Do you want to hear the audio? I won't inflict that one on you. Hang on, what's actually going on here? "I can't believe it's been a year since you transitioned. You are missed beyond measure and forever in my heart." Is this someone that passed on? So this is actually a trans. Do you want to hear it? Hang on.
Mary Elizabeth Fry.
Oh, do they mean transition, passed on? I thought they meant someone that had had a transition. This is actually something she made about her dad, right? Okay, gotcha.
Do not.
I'll turn that audio off. Okay, well, we will be following Hilary. Look at that, come on. Shouldn't be difficult to see everything there. Long arms, long hands, big hands, massive square jaw, sloping back forehead. They've done some pretty severe, they've had work done. Well, not as much as some celebrities, but fake teeth, obviously fake teeth. So, yeah, impossible that person is genuinely pregnant. Forget the fact she's 48 years old. This is absolute bullspit. What do you reckon that is? A animated baby? Looks like CGI to me. Maybe it is CGI, but couldn't say for definite, but I would have to, obviously, as always, absolute rubbish picture quality. They'll never give you a good picture quality on. Yeah, very blocky, this image. I don't know why they couldn't. Been having a week-long Fitness Friday, the $1 Million Baby. Maybe it is CGI. Who knows? Perhaps it's meant to be. Doesn't look particularly real. Deliberately blurred, that's for sure. You appear to have some sort of plastic head hair. No hair on it or anything. No different definitions. Yeah, and a very distinct line here as well. I would say these are CGI images, of course, nothing new there. Sharon Stone just sent me this, and I can't take how adorable and awesome it is. This kid is going to be going to do and be whatever she wants. Is this meant to be Sharon Stone's child? Is that what they want us to believe? How old Sharon Stone meant to be? No way she's recently had a child. Well, if she has, she isn't sharing it. Oh, okay. Oh, God Kid. Okay, so it's not her child. Who knows? Perhaps it's just an image that Sharon Stone happens to share. Wow. I'm not going to, but we could look closely at that image and I could point out so many things that are wrong with it, but I'm not going to. I wouldn't inflict that on you. Of course, arm in arm with Madonna. Both of them have got absolutely insanely squared shoulders. Madonna, some pretty significant work done on the jaws, I would say, that this person hasn't had done. This person says, yep, I got big square jaws, that's just how it is. Madonna, on the other hand, maybe that's why this person got propelled. It looks kind of like a waxwork museum to me, waxwork to me, but kind of doesn't look real. But yeah, that is Madonna. Yeah, they certainly will tell you celebrities somehow have the ability to have children at much later life than most people can. I'm not sure what the sort of age of some of the celebrity mums are, but yeah, they certainly don't let age stop them from doing a fake baby story, let me tell you that. One place, in fact, I did see... Yeah, it'll be interesting to see then the fake baby bumps they use with this one. But they got loads of practice at it. There's loads of people that can do this sort of work for them. Maria says, definitely CGI. Babies don't have that much balance. Well, when they're celebrity babies, you'd be surprised. They can do anything. hold their head up like this when they're, what, a day old. Yeah, no problem. Right. I will say, yeah, that looks like a legitimate baby to me. Who knows? But there are many examples of CGI babies. Whether or not the images are real of some of these children, the rest of it can't be. I did a search on, I wanted to see if I did the title of one of my videos, which we watched, I think, at the end of last week's stream, either at the end or at the beginning. It was TikTok bump drop, and I was curious what would come up. Oh no, I did the search on YouTube actually. I'll have to go on there and have a look. That was it. I was curious what would come up if I did KG said, oh, greetings KG, good to see you in the chat tonight. Thanks for joining us. Tonight's Hunter's Moon. Is it a full moon tonight? Because I noticed it looked like a full moon last night, but maybe it isn't. Yeah. I didn't know it was customary to make a bonfire. The Holy Scriptures talk of on the night of the new moon that families would meet together and have meals and stuff. It was like just a time that you did acknowledge the new moon, as it was probably the beginning of the calendar. It was the beginning of the month, I believe. Previously, it was 3 months. It was 13 months in a year in the lunar calendar. Of course, the lunar and solar calendars, yeah, vary. Yes, I agree though. Yeah, thanks for acknowledging the moon. It was a crazy bright yellow colour yesterday. I did manage to get a picture of it on my phone, but it wasn't the best. Let's see. Yeah, I want to look at some of these baby bumps. These are absolutely crazy. Mum makes baby bump drop on demand. I wonder how she could possibly do that. Right, we'll watch this one, if you don't mind. Hang on. Alright, can we hear it? Let me just check. Where's the volume or the audio? Right, you should be able to hear this when it plays. No, there we go.
And I'm not sure that everyone knows that if you haven't been close with a...
It's quite loud actually. I hope it's not too unbearable. Let me just turn it down a little bit for you. Yeah, I hope it sounds bearable.
person or been pregnant yourself, because that...
Yeah, this is a person that claims they can just hop, they can make their huge baby bump just jump up and down at will.
Viral video that was like, woman catches moment that baby bump drops, kind of confused me because like...
Because I drop it as much as I want. I take the freaking thing off at the end of the photo shoot.
Did you guys see my bump?
Do you seriously think that isn't just a... I mean, I don't even know if this person's being serious. Perhaps they are. Perhaps they're hinting. It's all just... well, it's TikTok, so it's... I bet it's got millions of views, of course.
Like, they go up and down. They're very muscly. Like...
They're committed to the lie, though. I will say that. Watch at the end.
You know, I can bring it up and then I can relax.
Of course you can. It's a piece of piss when it's a little more than an inflated ball in your stomach.
And it drops. And there's no movement to it, the way that like my normal stomach would jiggle without all this. Like,
yeah, your normal stomach, which isn't that fake thing you've got in front on camera here. Yeah, just jump up and down. That's fine. Never going to be a problem when you're heavily pregnant. Just jump up and down. Why not start lifting weights?
Don't move. My stomach.
Why not hike up a mountain? Like, I don't know, some celebrity WWF wrestler did. Female wrestler.
Don't move.
No, it don't. Oh, hey. Yeah, good one. Yeah, believe that. That's great.
Thanks for checking in. I'm
Of course you are.
still super fucking pregnant.
Yeah, of course you are. Beyond ridiculous, right? But these videos are everywhere on TikTok. Yeah, they
Empty your pockets, buddy.
Sorry,
Let's
I don't
go.
know what this fucking video is. I'm watching it. How crazy, hey? Right. I've seen a couple of mentions in the chat. Maria's mentioned Coolio also earlier. Someone mentioned the Crimea Bridge. We could have a quick look at them before we finish tonight. It's getting on for 11:30, so I will be starting to finish soon. Let's see. Maria says 19 people in the chat, yet only about 5 of us chatting. That's all right, Maria. I just appreciate people tuning in, and I definitely super appreciate you guys commenting in the live chat. I got to admit, I don't dedicate as much time to reading the comments as I should, so I do understand if people don't necessarily want to comment, because I don't always, can't answer everyone, so never mind. But if you want to hit the thumbs up, that would be a good one. Maria says celebrities have babies past the menopause and royals ride horses into their 90s. Of course they do. I see KG says they have a party for the last full moon of October. Sounds interesting. Is that a family thing? Is that a thing they do in your entire area, or is it? Yeah, or is it just a individual choice, or is it? Because I'm not. Oh, hang on, one sec. Hang on, bear with me one sec. I might need to. Hopefully not going to be interrupted. We'll see. Yeah, so the last full moon of October is the harvest moon. Is it like Yom Kippur as well, which is a festival in a Hebrew festival, Yom Kippur? I believe that is now as well. I mentioned that I observe as part of the commandments, the Sabbath day, and of course there's more than just the seventh day, Sabbath every 7 days. I know full moons they're not considered in exactly the same way, but I know they are to be, according to the Holy Scriptures, you are supposed to acknowledge the full moon. So, well done. Great to see you doing that, KG. Maria's saying good night. Thanks for the chat. Yeah, thanks ever so much for joining us tonight, Maria. You always good to see you, and I hope you can catch the rest of the stream at your convenience. KG says you think it comes from the farming community. Okay. Sunstar's also saying good night. Of course, it is getting late. I know you're an hour in front of us as well, Sunstar. I'll be in touch. Take care. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's see. Yeah, the Crimea Bridge is something we will look at this evening. Oh, Susan's also said good night earlier. Fair play. I understand if you guys have got to start winding down. I'm going to be finishing myself soon, actually, in the next certainly in the next 10-15 minutes. We will have a quick look at the story of the Crimea Bridge, because yeah, that's a huge one. Yeah, my geography is not good enough to know the importance of this particular bridge, but I guess people will be using a lot more boats. I guess someone will be being paid huge amounts of money to repair this bridge now. Stroke of luck that they managed to get the explosion on camera, of course. Putin blames the Ukraine for explosion and calls it an act of terrorism. Nah, you just want to rebuild it, don't you? Smoke billowing from a fire on the Kerch Bridge, which links the Crimea to Russia after a truck exploded. Would a truck exploding really cause an entire bridge to burn down like that? What exactly was on that truck? I mean, that is some extreme demolition. An exploding truck caused this whole bit here to go. Hang on, let's see if we can get a close-up. This was caused by a truck exploding? Nah. I'm having difficulty swallowing that one. It is believed to have exploded on the 12-mile-long Kerch Bridge on Saturday, October the 10th. Oh, okay. Let's just have a look at what they're saying a truck did. Not a frickin' chance. I mean, this is some high-level demolition job. Look, this entire floor here is gone. Just gone. Just been wiped out, like sliced down the middle. Causing this entire road. Now, personally, I've never been on the Crimea Bridge. I can only assume that this is what it looks like. I'm very trusting of the well, if I trust the mainstream, then this is the Crimea Bridge. Personally, I've never seen it. I mean, this is a rail. This looks like a train. Is there maybe a train line that runs alongside it? But how did that catch fire? How did a truck blowing up here cause a train over here to... weird. Maybe we should look at Google Maps or something. Oh, hang on. Who needs Google Maps when we've got the MSN.com? Euronews. Again, even that. If I was playing a game of, look how terrible this picture quality is. I mean, come on. Is this the best camera they've got in this part of the country? And it's super low res. Look at the name. Smoothie Hideout Media. Some media company owned the copyright to this terrible quality video. Alright, it's slightly better. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with a truck exploding. Okay, someone has had... Yeah, that's a high level of damage. His comments come ahead of him discussing how Russia will retaliate. I know... Let's hope the public are able to say, no, this is rubbish. Not going to believe this crap. Not going to go along with mainstream when they tell us we're at war with Russia. No, you can have a war if you want. Don't think I'm going to have one jot of... anyway, whatever. Right. Yeah, that's... If they're saying that was done by a truck, then... Right, his comments going... He had opened a criminal case into the act of terrorism by the Ukraine Special Services, and other countries took part in the attack, which severed the Kremlin's key link to occupied Ukraine. I see. The UK Ministry of Defence, full extent. Yeah, it doesn't look particularly... It looks very Call of Duty to me, but then... who knows? Right, we will have a look then on Google Maps and see if we can find a close-up of this particular bridge. Let's have a look. Yeah, and then we'll be finishing pretty much after this, I guess. Phil Wright says it's a hoax. 3 people died. That's your hoax code. Yeah. Oh, son. Right. Oh, don't show my location. That's not on. No, I'm in Chippenham. That's exactly where I am. They've got me. Right. Let's see. What are we looking for? Russia, of course. Crimea. Right. Yeah, I'm just curious how close to reality those images are. Okay. Huh. Right, where were we? Okay, it's this part of the world. We'll get the as they call it, satellite view up. Again, lots of CGI. Where's the bridge? I can't actually remember the name of the bridge now. I should have been listening, I guess. Is this the one? Kirch, that was it. Here we go. Can we drop the person on it? Don't know. We can. Oh, maybe. Okay, so whatever happened to this bridge? Yeah, it looks similar. You know, it looks like the same bridge, doesn't it? Obviously, they were on a lower floor. They must be... Right, okay, we'll come off of there. Right, can we lose the labels? Right. Yeah, I should use Google Earth really, because you can do a 3D view, which I don't think you can do on here. Who knows if that was the same bridge, or you know, something like James Bond. Those images look like. Maybe we'll go to new. Okay, here we go. Of course, they've got video of it happening, I think. Something exploding. Yeah, there you go. 3 people finished. Right, I want to see the video. I want to see whatever video they've got of it. It would be Crimea blasts. Surveillance footage captures large explosion. Let's see if this is all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, this will be the last piece we look at before we finish for the night. We are probably going to play out with maybe a 10 minutes of Bobby's best bits, which is a new compilation I've put together just for if I ever get interruptions. So far we haven't been interrupted in the stream, so I'm going to quit while we're ahead, and yeah, I'm going to finish after this. I'm going to have to end at some point. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight. Right, is my computer got it in it to play whatever surveillance footage they're going to give us? Okay, I'm guessing this is at one side or the other, right? Bear in mind what programs like, what is it called? James Bond, for example, can give us very realistic looking explosions. So, right. Okay, I'm going to have to start closing some tabs here.
Moscow says 3 people were killed in today's massive explosion of the only bridge connecting Russia with the annexed territory of Crimea. Now, the blast partially collapsed the Kerch Bridge and paralyzed a key supply route for Moscow's faltering war in Ukraine.
Look, this bridge isn't just logistically important, it's also a huge symbol for the Kremlin, and it's...
Whatever caused that was something massive, nothing to do with a truck exploding. Surely they don't want us to believe a truck explodes and does that. Is that seriously the lie? And of course there is their obelisk, their phallic symbol, their show of allegiance, the obelisk. It's massive. It means everything to these people. Yeah, it's their god. It's their sun god, Ra. Ra, sorry, not Rar. Ra.
Partially collapsed the Kerch Bridge and paralyzed a key supply route for Moscow's faltering war in Ukraine.
Look, this bridge isn't just logistically important, it's also a huge symbol for the Kremlin and its attempt to reunify Crimea with the Russian mainland. Ukraine has not claimed responsibility for this, but hours after the blast in Kyiv, people could be seen taking selfies in front of a billboard depicting an image of the bridge.
Wow, so someone already had a painting of this bridge blowing up, ready for the next day where they were able to take selfies next to it. Who knows? If that is a
fire, and that's not the only thing
not. Who knows what it is.
You're seeing from Ukraine in the form of sort of celebrating or mocking this explosion. Fred Plykin joins us now. Fred is in Kyiv. He has the latest developments. What are you hearing, Fred, about who's behind?
Yeah, if you want to listen to these people, check out CNN, but not going to hear it from me, from my channel. Yeah, that is going to be where we finish for the night, okay? Well, we're going to play out with a couple of things. I hope I've looked at everything I said I was going to. I wonder if maybe later I'll be like, oh, never looked at that particular story. Okay. Right. This is where I thank everyone for taking the time to tune in tonight. Particularly Phil Wright, Sun Star Thunder Lightning, KG, Maria Ellender, Susan Byrne, NR, and I think that's probably everyone who's tuned in. Mudlark Digging Up the Thames was with us earlier. If I've missed anyone, my apologies. Let me just check. But yeah, thanks for populating the live chat. It is most appreciated. Yeah. All right. If anyone's commented tonight and I haven't mentioned you, please leave another comment and let me know. Right. Yes. Huge thanks to everyone for tuning in. Okay, I'm gonna play out with 10 minutes of Bobby's best bits. So, if you want to hang around for that. If not, I totally understand. I will be back next Sunday. And of course, as always, I want to thank my supporter over on Patreon, Linda Mack, for her continued support. Right, hang on, my computer's had enough now. It said nope, I'm not going to do what you want me to now. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a couple of vids I could play it with. Hopefully you've all seen my latest one. I won't actually play it. I will just... Yeah, this was Deborah Jane's most ridiculous, fakest Instagram post. It has... What channel? Yeah, this was part of last week's live stream actually. I do now take, say, a 5-10 minute piece of a stream and then edit it down and upload it to my second channel, Chronicles of the Unconvinced. I'm not that active over on BitChute anymore. I might start uploading again there soon now. I do have some stuff up on that channel. Yeah, if anyone wants to find me over on Patreon, then there's a QR code there. Thanks to Linda Mack for your continued support over there. Also, if anyone wants to hit the thumbs up on this video, yeah, again, massively appreciated, and thanks to everyone tonight. Okay, right, I'm in danger of rambling, so I'm gonna call it a night. Okay, we're gonna play out watching, yeah, Bobby's Best Bits.